Who will you vote this time around? This is the very question that popped up on my mind when I woke up around 6 in the morning. And this question I'm sharing with the members of the audience, the members of the public. As you, most of you know probably, the elections, provincial elections and federal elections are around the bend. They are slated for November 20, 2022. You mark the date if you haven't already. As you probably know, there are all sorts of candidates. Some of them are tried, tested, and corrupt to the core candidates. They have been at the helm of affairs for about 30 years, some of them for about 30 years, some of them after, who came after the political changes of 2000s, around 2005. That was when this country switched to a federal, secular, democratic republic. They have been at the helm, some of the crop have been at the helm of affairs since 2005 or so. All of these people got golden opportunities to transform this country for the better, whether it be the crop that has been at the helm since 1990s, or those who have just risen to power after the country became a federal, a secular, democratic republic. But they squandered all those opportunities. These political leaders and these political parties, the tried, tested, and corrupt to the core ones, they got golden opportunities to rule this country, to transform the country and the people's lives for the better, but they squandered all those opportunities and brought this country to a very difficult pass. It's like the country is between a rock and a hard place, and they are again just aspiring to just win, ensure their smashing victories through different kinds of political arrangements without scant regard for their ideologies, just to secure their wins. They will be using in coming days money, muscle, all they have to secure their wins, come hell or high water. At this juncture, the country is dealing with multiple crises. Monsoon induced rains and landslides and flooding have wreaked havoc throughout the country, but they have not even bothered to mourn the losses of lives and properties. All they have in their mind is power, power, and more power. On the other hand, people like us, just because these leaders and these political parties do not care for the country, they do not care for the people, we worry all the time about this country, about our present and our future, but they have scant regard for national concerns, people's concerns. These are the times when the national economy is in dire straits. We had the COVID-19 pandemic, then this war, international tensions like the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and the involvement of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in that conflict has worsened the plight. It has led to the shortage of petroleum products, gas, diesel, and petrol. Their prices have skyrocketed, and with their prices have skyrocketed the prices of goods and services. And this has landed the country in a serious economic crisis. There are forecasts that the world will witness, it will experience a huge, a massive recession in 2 or 3 years. So we are in dire straits, and the political parties and their leaders are to blame for this sorry situation. What will you do this time around? That is the question. I mean, the elections are on November 20, 2022. Who will you vote for this time around? Will you be lured by those tried, tested, and corrupt to the core political figures that have landed, that have a huge role in landing the country in this crisis situation? Will you be lured by the incentives they offer of watts of cash, offer of some free meals, offer of some plum job, or will you vote for change? Or will you not vote at all? This is the easiest option. There is no law that makes you pay fine for not taking part in elections, for not voting. What will you do this time around? Not taking part in the polls, not voting is the easiest option, but then you cannot make way for change. You cannot participate in this change making process. When you not vote, when you do not take part in the polls, you don't have the right to complain, make complaints about the situation of the country and all that. Like, you have the right, but then you just did not take part. You just missed that opportunity to be an agent of change. It is through vote, it is through your vote that you decide which course the country will take. It is through vote that you will decide your present and your future. The future, it is indeed in your hands. This time, once again, will you vote for those tried, tested, and corrupt to the core political parties, their leaders who have been on positions of power for decades on end, or will you vote for those candidates that aspire to just bring about political transformation for the country and for generations of Nepali populations to come? The choice is yours. Have a great time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to this channel. This channel aims to promote citizen journalism. Do comment on our presentation and press that like button if it really touches your hearts and minds. Thank you again for listening. Thank you for watching.